Why is he always drunk when he does? We just only watch when he's drunk. We just only watch when he's drunk. Because when he gets drunk, he gets into his feelings. He gets, like, a bit sexually aggressive. You don't need to interact with real people. True. It's fun and everything. Yeah, what? That's true. Why is he laughing? That's true.
It's not cope. I lost. I'm done. I'm finished. I have some questions. What has a Queeman accomplished? These are serious questions, all right?
Listen, guys, he said it, not me. He said, I didn't even say it this time. Dude, look at this. This is absolutely disgusting. Dude.
Well, like, just even looking at his thing, I notice, like, usually the weekends, or like, I think
oh my god.
Like, all my
what
time
is
indoors
going
and
on?
What
a sight.
I feel like absolute crap.
So, Tommy C recently announced his retirement, said he's getting a normal job, said he's done with commentary, said he's done with all the drama, sick of it because he's an old man now. Got bullied off the internet. He did a stream. He was covering Gokanaru, talking to Boblax, and he was getting very drunk. Having a lot of drinks, drinking quite a lot. Far too much, I might say. And it's somewhere around here, he begins talking about me during his drunken night. And this has happened a few times now. I'm just trying to find it. I don't have timestamps or anything, so I'm just like looking at the chat. This happened a few times now. Wait, he watches Repo here? Wasn't I covering Repo on stream this same night? Sorry, everyone is just copying me. Everyone is copying me. Everyone is copying me. I was covering Repo literally the night before this. I spent how long on Repo? How long talking about Repo?
Emotional. Garden State might be the woman, or might be the movie for you. If you're Queeman, it's not going to work. It's going to seem.
Oh, I mentioned here. Where does it start then?
Something.
The bird sent me that because he didn't like me.
Yeah, he sent me that too.
By the way, I don't give a what he says. It's a good movie. If you've had relationships with women outside of just them and they're emotional, Garden State might be the woman, or might be the movie for you. If you're Queeman, it's not going to work. It's going to seem old. You know? There you go.
I can't even hear what he's saying. I literally don't even know what he's saying. It's like garbled, mumbling, drunken, like slurred. I literally no idea. I assume he's calling me a virgin. I don't know. I'm guessing.
I want to see this. I'm totally about it. I'm about this. It's not a musical, is it?
It is.
How long did it take you to catch on? It's called The Genetic Opera.
We're done.
No, no,
We're done.
no.
We're done.
Oh, I
We're
see
done.
this genie girl was trying to get him to watch it.
We're done. We're done. We're done.
No.
We're done. No, we're done.
No.
We're done.
Guys, I thought of a really stupid, not funny game at all. There was a really amusing thing I thought of last night, okay? There is a moment, okay, I caught a bit of this on, like, who was like, Reservoir stream last night. I caught a little bit on Reservoir stream, a bit more on Parry's afterwards as well. There's a moment here where Tommy is, like, bitching that I guess that I'm a lib, but I'm not very nice to women all the time. So I'm like a fake feminist or something. Because we insulted Kel. Because we called Kel a slut or something. And then he said that we were trying to rope Genie in as well. I thought it would be funny if we started taking, like, bets on Genie's BMI, because Tommy always talks about her having huge tits. So I thought it would be amusing if there were, like, bets on Genie's BMI. If we could get this revealed at some point and have like a pool of, like, bets on the BMI on the range. I think that'd be funny. Because it's just very interesting that Tommy was always going on about this girl's fat tits. That's all he's ever talking about. Literally, it's non-stop. So I am assuming overweight. Kel argued with Dickers about it last night too. I've not seen that. What? Link that to me.
It's a good musical.
No,
it's
there's
good.
no such
Yes,
thing.
it is. Yes,
Blood
it is.
feather,
No, there
drink
is such
Tommy.
thing.
No, there's no such thing.
Yes.
No such thing.
Yes.
Jeannie is Tommy's co-host. This is Matt Pitt's replacement. This is a new Matt Pitt. He used to have like Matt Pitt and whoever else, Tyrone the birth controller, and I don't know who else. His other co-hosts. Now he's got this, I don't know, random 23-year-old woman.
You're a weird woman. You're a typical broad
No.
that I would have dated, and yeah,
It's
whatever.
good. No.
No.
It's,
there's no such
no,
thing.
it's good.
No.
Yes, it
What
is.
the?
Yes,
thing.
it is. Yes,
Blood
it is.
feather,
No, there
drink
is such
Tommy.
thing.
No, there's no such thing.
Yes.
No such thing.
Yes,
You're just a
there
weird
is.
woman. You're a typical
You're just a weird woman.
broad
No.
that I would have dated,
Just a typical broad that I would have dated.
and yeah,
It's
Whatever.
good.
Yeah.
No,
and he
no.
cuts off there. He just cuts off there.
there's no such
Dude.
No,
thing.
it's good.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Queen
Yeah.
is the only
No.
male I've ever heard say they like Repo.
No.
Okay, so
Repo's
you don't like
awesome.
Rocky
Fuck you,
Horror?
man.
No, I'm not gay.
You're not liking it. You're gay.
I'm not gay.
You're not a sweet transvestite of a man? Really?
No,
Dick has
no,
mentioned.
I'm not gay.
Sweet transvestite.
Okay,
Dick
well.
has mentioned.
You know you are.
If I was in a Rocky Horror, I'd be gay.
Sweet transvestite. Dick has mentioned.
After you, yeah, you're in here. Just like with Dick Masterson.
Yeah. Why was Dick Masterson put this video? Taxi Adventures now only
Yeah.
good movie. New Jersey's the only
Verse sent you
superhero.
a clip. Fuck you, Verse. It's good. Tommy was into it, but as soon as singing started, he's like, no.
As soon as
no,
the musical,
it's good.
no, we're done. We're done. It's stupid.
It's
Musicals are fucking dumb. Dumb. It's
This
like,
was-
Why is he always drunk when he does shit? Well, we just only watch when he's drunk. We just only watch when he's drunk. Because when he gets drunk, he gets into his feelings. He gets, like, a bit sexually aggressive. You know, there's a lot of, it's a very unpredictable. It's a very volatile situation when Tommy starts drinking. I dread to think how his family feels when it starts happening.
Tommy was into it, but as soon as singing started, he's like, no.
as soon as
no,
the musical,
it's good.
no, we're done.
He gets
We're
fucked.
done. It's stupid.
It's
Musicals are fucking dumb. Dumb. It's
This
like,
one isn't.
hey, I'm waking up. I'm brushing my teeth. He's brushing his teeth. He's
No,
brushing
it
his
doesn't
teeth.
do that.
I mean, it's fucking gay.
Nope.
I hate
Nope.
that shit.
Nope.
Fucking Verse is
Here,
right.
hold
He's
on.
right. He's right.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Bobek's a musical.
You're
Yeah,
wrong.
I'd rather watch that. These musicals are ridiculous. And here's the thing about musicals.
No, because this is the rock
It takes
one. It's not like, oh,
it takes the most talent. The most talent. I'm not even bullshitting. To
Mm-hmm.
produce, to find the most talented people to do it, and it still sucks. It literally
Mm-hmm. No,
takes the most
no.
talent Hollywood could provide, and it's
Please vote for Jeannie's BMI in the Greenland Discord. Dude, there's no way you've got a poll up in there. I'm putting my bet in at a conservative 26 to 30. Conservative 26 to 30. Personally. Ooh, 31 to 35 is getting a lot of votes. 36 to 40 also getting a lot of votes. See, I say this as someone with a very low BMI, so my interpretation of scores is skewed. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong with the 26 to 30, but I'm feeling like that's a safe bet right now.
still sucks. It's like an Yngwie Malmsteen fucking solo. It's awesome, but it still sucks. It's got no soul.
No. It does. It does. Dude, fucking, I think it's Musical Assassins is a song. That gives you.
I'm not gay, right?
No, you are. You got milk right there. Don't forget your pizza, remember.
He's really enjoying that
Malmsteen
song.
sucks. Not because he's one of the greatest guitar players ever, but he's got no soul.
I don't even know that, so I don't care.
Guitar player. I'm sorry. I like any of these fucking like awesome. Yeah. Oh, what did Burst send me something else? Hold on a second.
He sent you something you were looking for a week ago.
He sent me something else. Oh, okay. The other thing I look forward to about it, well, first kind of talk me into it, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, so I think he's watching a clip of me here.
I look forward to about it is I think getting out in the real world again.
For STS
Probably will
donated
change my
$5.
perspective.
Musicals are mousetraps for women, so you can do what you want while they're caught in a trance.
Stolen South Park joke. Stolen South Park joke. Stolen South Park joke. We've all seen the subtext episode of South Park.
Okay.
That's true.
On things, and I think I've been away too long from regular people. You know,
Dude, I think this sometimes, and this is total cope. This is total cope.
Oh, really?
That's based.
You
from it.
actually don't need to interact with real people.
True.
It's fun and everything.
Yeah.
but
What?
you actually,
That's true.
that
Why is he
doesn't change
laughing?
anything
That's true.
about your brain. Nothing different is happening there. It's just like
Where's the lie?
How's this man? How's this?
just-
How's this
I just leave
kid?
it.
He's been in the presence of a woman before.
because he can't do it. No.
I've heard lots of interpretations of this. Okay, I've heard lots of interpretations of this. I saw. I was in Reservoir's chat when he was at this point, and he started taking it very seriously. He was arguing with me, saying, "Oh no, actually, I can show you studies that show that actually social interaction does change the chemical balance in your brain." I had that with Reservoir. Quella seemed to think I was being facetious. I can't remember what Pepsi said about it, but Reservoir took it very seriously. Reservoir thought I was being very serious when I said, "You actually never need to interact with any real people ever. It doesn't change anything." He took it very, very
How does
seriously.
he manage to have a worse laugh than Hassan and Denims combined?
Thank you for the $5. And this is, I hesitate to even explain it, to be honest. I hesitate to even explain it because it's just like, I feel like if you're not retarded, you kind of get this. But sometimes, here's something that I will do. I will express something that is, in some ways, a serious sentiment, as sort of a joke, and deliver it in a deadpan way. So, my serious sentiment there at that point was, I've been in social situations recently, and I was really fucking bored. And I was sat there thinking the whole time, this isn't helping me stream right now. This isn't helping me with streaming at all. I thought this going out might make my commentary better, but in reality, I'm not gaining anything from this. There's no, it's not like a video game where you can go grind and level up. It's not like Epic like that. It's just like you go and waste fucking time around a bunch of like normie retards who don't have much in common with you, and the interaction is like surface level and really boring, and I don't want to talk to them about the things they want to talk about. So that's the serious part that I was expressing. But then there was a joke part where I'm playing it up to make it seem like I'm a completely autistic, like insane freak who just doesn't even understand that you're meant to interact with other people, who doesn't even have a concept that you're meant to interact with other people at all. In fact, I think the opposite. In fact, I think you're not meant to interact with people at all. But no one has gotten that, unfortunately. But no one has fully understood the layers, the depth to this comedic comment that I made. So I'm forced by circumstance to sit here and in this multiple minute long explanation impart to you exactly what I meant with that comment. So I hope in future there won't be so much confusion. I won't have Reservoir going, actually, if I can send you some studies.
Queeman starts explaining a joke for 5 minutes and Parry shows up in chat like by some form of boring hack magic. He's summoned by stupid bits.
That's fucked. Thank you for the $5, Jim. Thank you.
I've been there. I'm 19, 20 years old. I live with my parents. I know.
leave a house sometimes.
Doing it with just like football alone, it didn't really work.
So this is, he keeps wildly just guessing my age, like way below and way above as well. It's just it's great. It's really an awesome segment.
I went through like a crisis 2-3 years ago, and I'm like, I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there. But yeah, I'm done. I don't think things will change. Worse would be 3 shows a week. But yeah, that's it. I'm end of commentary, Gramp. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. If I do, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I like
Let's
after
go.
that.
Let's go.
You know, but I'm not gonna leave money on the table. You know, I'm still gonna feel myself.
Yeah, I'm 32 and 6'11". I say that.
Believe that like having a Patreon is necessary. Or I'm not giving any kind of service for it or anything. I'll pull it. I'll shut the fucking thing down. Interesting. Why did Quaven want me to leave? I thought it was his best source of content. Did he really say that? I've been there before. He did. Didn't he admit to not graduating? What has he done?
I assume he's asking if I graduated there. I don't talk about that online anymore.
I thought he was like 1920. So if
I don't be talking about that online.
So he absolutely
Perhaps he knows.
Parents. I've been there before. He really said that? Hold on, I'm going back. Hold on.
He really said
But
that?
yeah, that's it.
He really said that he's been in a social
situation.
situation and not enjoyed it at some point. Whoa, I can't believe he said that. He said he doesn't see much value in going and wasting a bunch of time around fucking losers he's got little in common with that don't benefit his life. Wow, I got what? He really said that? Really, he really said that?
I'm done. If I do, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I like
Let's
after
go.
that.
Let's go.
No, why would you be happy?
Way too long from regular people.
Because it's funny.
Regular-
I'm spitting on your grave, Tommy. I'm spitting on your grave.
Total cope. This is total cope.
It's not cope. I lost. I'm done. I'm finished. Like, how could that be cope? That's cope. I'm telling myself, like, this is good, but it's not.
You actually don't need to interact with real people ever.
Very base. Yeah, why has he done the same like obnoxious fake laugh twice in a row to the same clip? You just heard the clip before. And you've done the same obnoxious fake laugh a second time to the same clip that you didn't get. Okay.
He's
What?
like in his 30s or like late 20s.
I'm in my 30s, very true. I'm 35.
No.
He's a kid.
I'm 38
I don't buy
actually.
that.
No, I'm 38. I'm the same age as
If
Chad.
Freeman's 30, he's a total loser. He's no
I
way
actually used to work with Chad.
fucking
That's how we
pissing
know
at
each
me.
other.
I've learned this. It's like it's fun and everything, but you actually it doesn't change anything about your brain.
Yes, it does. I've been all over the world.
Actually, yes, it does. Actually, social interaction does have an impact on your brain and your mental health. Oh, really, Tommy? Oh, okay.
I've actually been involved in a world event called the Iraq War.
Iraq War. Yeah, now you're a fucking total traitor to your country. Now you're a fucking total traitor to your country. You supported MAGA. Probably voted Trump. Voted Trump. Betrayed your country. Betrayed all the other NATO countries that aided you while you were in Iraq. Betrayed your neighbors in Ukraine. Almost neighbors, kind of neighbors, in the same neighborhood. Yeah, we know, Tommy. Yeah, I know you're in the Iraq War.
Had tons of friends in New Jersey.
Yeah, what was the purpose of the Iraq War again? Securing American interests around the globe, so making sure that freedom and liberty were protected, that democracy flourished. Is that the point again?
I've been all over the world. I've actually been involved in a world event called the Iraq War. I had tons of friends in New Jersey. I've been absolutely everywhere. And
yeah, I'm 42. I'm 42 years old. I'm 6 foot. I'm 6'5". I smoke crack and I have AIDS. I have full blown AIDS.
If you sit down here all day editing videos and doing streams, it makes you fucking weird. And guess what, Queeman? You're weird.
Oh, you're telling me this now for the first time.
You're not. You're like.
Thank you for the $2, Ryle. Thank you. I wish Tommy C the best in the Donbass.
Beyond. Here's the thing. Like,
oh, really? The guy whose favorite thing to do is argue with people on the internet, who enjoys doing it so much that he spent enough time doing it that he was able to start making a livable income from it. He's a weirdo. Oh, no way. Oh, really? Thank you for the $5, Joe Savage. Here's some money for your AIDS. Thank you, thank you. Magic Johnson told me this will cure it, so that's hugely appreciated.
I'm almost 50, all right? Like, all the stuff that you want to do, that you pretend not to want to do, I've done.
What? But Tommy, you're not a successful YouTuber.
I've been there, done that. Are you kidding me? Are you a window licker? I mean, what the fuck? I've been there, I've done. Who the fuck are you? Don't worry, it doesn't.
What does he think he's done that's so special? What does he think he's done that's so special? Being like a loser jarhead isn't like that special. Like there's lots of you. Like, what does he think he's done? Like, yeah, everyone's gotten so drunk they threw up. Everyone's fucked a girl that might usually be below their standards. Like, nothing you've done is particularly special, Tommy. I don't... Like, what is he proud of? This is something that you will find in lots of places where old alcoholic men gather. They like to pretend that they've got all this life experience because they've basically spent 50 years being a complete fucking waster, making no money and not achieving anything of note. So they talk about life experience a lot. And what that means is, I fucked ugly whores. I've been a degenerate. And I wasted like 30 years. That's all life experience, when these guys go on about it, means. That's literally it. Is that they wasted 30 years on booze and drugs, and they fucked ugly whores. That's all they mean. Life experience equals liver failure. Exactly, that's what they mean. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Like, I remember, dude, there was this guy at this pub who used to just drop, like, morphine in his whiskey glass. Is it morphine? Was it morphine? In his whiskey glass and just, like, fucking down it.
Tommy climbs off his wife's income.
Going on
and
about
you don't
fucking,
even have a wife.
Thank you for the $5. Going on about fucking how he used to, you know, work in London, work at all these, like, top champagne places, or some shit like that. Used to know some sommelier and all this, like, all this just stupid shit. And they go, you need to get grafting in big cities, and there's no life like it. There's no life like it. It's like all this shit. And it's just this horrible cope. And then by the end of the night, he's so drunk that he's talking about like wanting you to come around to his house and fucking blow his brains out with a shotgun because he can't do it himself. He can't bring himself to do it himself. Literally, that's the sort of person we're talking about here. That is literally the sort of person we're talking about here. That is the way they behave, is the way they talk. That is the way their life is. Where they are just in a miserable, like, loser position. And the cope is life experience. I've been through some shit. Bro, you're just an alcoholic. You're just one of a million alcoholics. Not even a million. Millions upon millions of alcoholics.
About your brain. I wasn't trying to change anything in my brain, you fucking window licker, fucking jerk off douchebag. I was trying to, I don't know, get away from this shit. Unfucking believable. I don't care if he retreats it or not.
Like, so he's saying, like, I'm not doing it to change my brain, but the whole context of my comment there was that Tommy was basically saying getting off the internet for a day job will be good for me. It'll actually be good for me to get a day job and get off the internet. And I'm saying that's cope because you wish you were still doing this. You don't give up streaming, a job where you get to do basically whatever you want, whenever you want. You don't give that up to go back to a day job by choice. That's not what, no one does that. You've done it because the money isn't coming in anymore. You've done it because you can't make the money off it anymore. That's why you're getting a job. That's why you're talking about getting a job anyway. I truly don't believe this will actually happen. I think he's going to mooch off his wife for the rest of his life, to be honest. And the US military, I don't think they're hiring in Germany. I assume they've, like, not only is he, like, old as fuck and useless, he, like, doesn't even know German, but I think they're also probably pulling out of a lot of Europe at the moment, or at least decreasing funding, I would imagine. So I don't know where he's getting a job. I think he would just be mooching off his wife.
That's fantastic. I wish he would. Well, here's the thing.
If he's willing to mine rare earth minerals in Ukraine, the military might be hiring soon.
Quayman streams things like Wet Brain and all that stuff because he doesn't have a response. Notice he's never called in. Notice when he's...
We spoke, like, this is the thing. He's challenging me to a call-in. I'm not calling into a stream because when you call into a stream, especially a retard like Tommy's stream, like we saw this with Dickers, he would just scream over and turn you down. It happened with Dickers, happened with me and Bunk. It's like always, you don't... I'm not going into people's servers to go do a one-on-one call-in. We can have moderated conversations, or if you really want to talk to me, you can call into my stream where I have the power. I think I generally use it responsibly, so I trust myself. I don't trust some retard, insecure loser like Tommy C, who just feels the need to mute and scream over people constantly. So... Aiden's still wanting to moderate. Well, the thing is, there's not even a topic. Like, I'm willing to do it. Aiden can moderate, Chad can moderate, I don't mind. But what's the topic? We spoke already. The moment I tried to have an actual conversation with him, he started spazzing out. He wouldn't like actually engage with the actual conversation about the disagreements we had because he felt like he was getting got. So we've already had one conversation. I don't know. I don't have like specific debate points where it's like, oh, Tommy C said this on this day, and I have a problem with that. Like, I don't really operate like that. Usually, things come up in the news or in people's content, and I have an issue with it there. I do my criticism of it. I try to talk to the person, and then I move on. That's typically how it goes. I just have a general dislike of Tommy. So while things may come up, I don't have like a preset criticism where it's like, oh, Tommy C is always lying to his audience, so I hate him. Like, it's not like that, you know? It's like, he's a fucking loser. I hate him. Which is a lot more difficult to debate. Debate him on the green M&M. I'd do the green M&M, 100%. 100% I would do the green M&M. I say do the green M&M in both phrasings. Okay, stop.
He's never had anybody show like Willie. He's had to fucking corner him with 4 other guys.
I cornered with Willie with 4 other guys. Dude, I played so nice with Willie. I was like kid's gloves like crazy. Willie was just berating Beckett at the first, basically. Or Beckett was trying to get some ground and he was berating Beckett. And then every other time there were other people actually voicing a disagreement with Willie, I totally backed off. I only used moments where it was no one else really pushing him. But to make my case, or if someone kind of flubbed a criticism, I picked it up. But I wasn't like, we weren't cornering him. No one was cornering him, and he was asked at every moment, are you okay to talk to these people? Are you okay to talk to these people? Are you okay to bring some more people on? Every moment. So the idea that I cornered him with 4 other guys, just like total delusion. Total cope.
Here's the other difference. I don't really have anything to lose anymore. I can say whatever I want. Quayman.
What is this? Like, you weren't saying whatever you want before? I say whatever I want. Like, what is this delusional rant about to be? Oh, you have to play nice with commentary, so you can't say what you want. You have to play to commentary. No, I don't. No, I literally don't. Most of the commentary fucking hates me because I don't play to what they want. Most of the audience, anyway, not the creators. So I don't know what this even criticism is.
You're
Exactly.
a loser.
I say I've got nothing to lose. I've got no YouTube channel. I don't make any money off of this. Like, okay, man. All right, cool. I guess.
You're a fucking total stone loser.
What is a total stone loser? I don't even know
What else have you done? Anything? Have you been anywhere?
I challenge Queen
Wait.
to a meetup. Proof that he's not such grass.
Wife yelling at him.
Loser. I've done that before. What else have you done? Anything? Have you been anywhere?
I challenge Queen to a meetup. Proof that he's not such grass.
I'll be right back. Be right back.
Yeah, go get your pizza.
I didn't. What? I got the code.
Dude. The pin code. The pin code. They ordered the Uber Eats and Tommy didn't go get it. His wife wants the pin code. His wife wants the pin code. They ordered Uber Eats.
You
Be right,
muted,
I'll be
Tommy.
right back. Be right back. Be right
Okay,
back.
Yeah, go get your pizza.
The pin code.
What? I got the code.
I got the code.
Ooh.
Huh.
He's in trouble with the
This is
wife.
it, guys. This is the life that Tommy C is saying. You're all hating on him. You virgins in chat, you Queeman cultists, as he calls you. You Queeman cultists. Okay? You guys are all a bunch of incel virgins. And you hate this guy because he's a breeder. Because he hit some woman, okay? And he had kids. Alright? And that's why you guys hate him so much. It's because he's living the life, he's got kids, he's got a wife, and you're an incel loser. You're an incel loser, and you should hate him for having wife and kids. Is this the life you want? Is this the life you want? When you order Deliveroo, Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, whatever your food ordering choice is, do you ever have to worry about some shrill bitch from the other room going, "You got the pin code! You got the pin code!" I don't. I've never had to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that, personally. When I order food on my phone, I just see the notification, and I go get the food. That's what I do. I never have any, "The pin code! Get the pin code!" My fat fucking wife in the other room. Never happens to me, personally. I just get my food and I sit down and eat it. That's me.
Wife.
I didn't hear it. I thought I was going to get a phone call.
Ooh. Maybe he's muted his mic now.
Nope.
Oh, no, he hasn't. I think he missed the pizza. I tried to remind him.
Not the pizza.
My night is going pretty good. Good old Saturday. Only one drink in me, and I'm starting on my second because they're absolutely disgusting, so I'm having to use Coke to chase it down. Just had most of my pizza. There's 3 pieces left. I can't go. I mean, I'm in my pajamas right now, Optimus. And I've got like 40 minutes until the stores close. So, Coca-Cola, not cocaine. I do wish it was cocaine, though.
Wow. Oh, and now he's muted. Now he's muted because he thought he muted when he walked away, but he didn't mute when he walked away. He left it off mute. So he's now muted when he's come back, thinking that the mic was already muted, so he was unmuting it, but he wasn't. He was muting it.
And then
It's taken me that I managed to get that whole overall explanation out in the time it took this drunk retard to realize that his mic was muted and make his way to the button and undo it.
I guess beer. Yes, you're back, Tommy. Welcome
Yes,
back.
yes. I have some questions. What has a Queeman accomplished? These are serious questions, all right? Since he knows...
Dude, what have you accomplished?
I don't care about that
Dude,
shit.
what
That's
have you
fucking
accomplished?
bullshit.
What is this dick measuring contest? Like, I don't talk about anything I've fucking done in real life. But what have you accomplished? You're just like some retard jarhead, okay? I don't claim to have accomplished anything. I explicitly don't talk about anything in my personal life, really. I give like little bits, especially when I'm being pressed. I give like little bits and pieces here and there for the real fans to keep in their head and enjoy the increased picture of who I am. However, I don't talk about anything from any position of authority. I don't say I have any, like, you know, special knowledge or anything. I literally say I'm a fucking retard online. I've got no idea what I'm talking about. I meet all the time.
You care. Well,
No, I
it's pretty much a given. But here's what I got a question for. All right. First of all, how old are you? That's number one. Number two, what have you accomplished?
Thank you for the $4.99. If only Tommy C was able to replace his fat whale wife with a hot child bride, he'd be so happy, I bet. Hashtag Connie wife funny life. Well, he is in Germany, where apparently the age of consent is 14, so Kinetic Kel is on the table.
Because from what I understand, you fucking flunked out of school?
Okay, I'm literally not
here's
answering
another
any of these
thing.
questions. I'm 26, but I'm not answering any of these other gay fucking
I
questions.
understand. I talked, you flunked out, you actually didn't finish, and you're telling me what to do? I've been all around the fucking world, for Christ's sake.
Wow.
And believe me, I'm a loser
I've been to
soldier.
Iraq. I went to Iraq, you know. I was in Iraq, you know. Cool, man.
I'm a total. I didn't even get enough out of it as I could. Here's another question. So this will definitely be on as one of his streams. All right. What's your background? And don't say your politics, because I get it. You're for labor. That's pretty much your team sports. I like the New York Rangers personally. I like.
I'm team sports apparently, even though I'm like not remotely like lockstep on left wing stuff at all. You know, I like have issues with like trans shit. Yeah, there's like there are so many points where I diverge from like standard lefties. I'm just like very staunchly liberal, and not even liberal in like the lefty American term. Like liberal is in like I believe in like democracy and individual freedoms and stuff, and like some amount of taxation to fund a state that ensures equal opportunity for everyone that's part of it. You know, like that's the sort of thing that I believe. It's not like I'm not like Labour. Labour's the only sane option in the UK. It's the only sane option, unfortunately. My understanding is Tommy's quite team sports. My understanding is that I've seen this guy cover politics a few times, and he seems quite team sports to me. I'm not gonna lie. So it's just it's a bit, you know, it's a bit strange to throw that at me. Like every time, even dramas that aren't related to politics, like the Dr. Disrespect thing, that wasn't really political. He managed to make that political and come up with teams in his own head that people were on and coordinating amongst to try and win. And he made all that up in his own head. He like manufactured. So that seems like he's got quite a team sports mindset when he's actually like manufacturing stories about how there's like these teams operating as like a cabal to bring someone down for political outcomes. I don't know. Seems a little bit like projection, just a little.
New York Red Bulls, and I'm a big fan of Ahan Wiesbaden. Like, what's your background? What have you accomplished? You still live. Here's another question: do you still live with your parents? When does that seem to end? Is it YouTube or nothing? Because when you say something like "I've done that," "I've been there before," "I've been social" and stuff like that, where have you been? What have you done?
Who did we just get?
Why are you dodging all of Tommy's questions, little bro?
Because I don't share personal information online, retard. Fuck you mean?
Oh, so is that just an excuse to not engage with the very good arguments being made against you? Wow.
Great arguments.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
Oh, you're talking about politics? What's your degree? Because Tommy's always been a big fan of traditional education institutions in his previous content.
Listen, attacking the person instead of the political arguments is a very valid way of debating. My grandma does it, so I think that you're wrong.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hi, Perry.
I was gonna say he was doing an appeal to authority fallacy, and then he was gonna say something retarded, and I was gonna mock Hayden, but I guess I can't do that anymore.
All right. Thanks for joining, Perry. Okay.
That's my question.
Tommy.
I'm absolutely sure a woman wouldn't lay a hand on him because I saw him. He looks like fucking Beaker from the Muppets. I mean, I'm sure he's about
Beaker from the Muppets.
He looks like Beaker
Hey,
from the
what?
Muppets. Like, where are
Hey,
you?
what's
going on?
What the?
Like, I'm done with this. I am what I am. I've done what
I don't think I like get what he's saying. He's saying like weird, like fluffy hair and big nose. That's what he's saying. Skinny, fluffy hair, big nose. Those are the features I can envisage. But like, I'm not ginger. Like, there's a lot of differences. I don't have like short back and sides. The neck, also the neck. Hi, Perry. Welcome back.
Sorry, I forgot to say as well, you skipped my post on your subreddit. I just remembered I forgot you skipped it.
Okay, can you send it to me in DMs? I might look at it about.
Okay.
Okay, man.
I've done? What have you done? Here's another thing. Where are your politics? Like, you tell other people what their politics are, what they should be, and I know you were telling everybody Trump was going to lose the night, even though he won.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I always said I leaned slightly towards Trump winning as a prediction. I was like 55-45 in favor of Trump. I just didn't say this. I don't know what he's even attacking here.
What in your background, answer this question, what in your background gives you insight on...
You do look just like him and talk like him too. Meet. Thank you for the $5, Kalora Vetra. Thank you.
anything political other than you like labor? Please answer any of those questions. Do you live with your parents? What's your actual education? And put it online, because I remember Kraut got credit your actual age, because if you're 30, then it's really funny, by the way. If you're 19, it's pathetic. And you're sitting there telling everybody, and by the way, here's the thing.
Okay, so you're saying it's what? It's lame if I'm 30, it's pathetic if I'm 19. Thankfully, I'm pretty much right between the middle of those two. So I think I won this one. I think I win. Because it's like pathetic if you're 19, because you've got no life experience, you've not done anything with your life, there's no way you could possibly have an opinion on politics if you're 19, according to Tommy. I guarantee there are a lot of 19-year-olds that are far more educated and intelligent on politics than Tommy is. But if you're 19, it's pathetic for you to have any political opinion, okay? And if you're 30, and you're doing YouTube, and you're, I don't know, I guess you're saying I'm living with my parents or whatever. So if you're in that situation at 30, you also suck. But thankfully, I'm 26. So I think that means I've got just enough life experience to where I can talk about politics, but I'm not so old to where it's lame that I'm going all in on YouTube. I think I won. I think that's...
I cheated my way
We threaded the needle.
I dropped out of college.
That 10-year needle.
And you're still a drama tuber, just like me. So answer those questions on your show. I would love to hear them. I'm interested. I've done it before. Yeah, it's fun and everything. Really? Really? Have you done anything? Really? Have you done anything?
No, I've done literally nothing, Tommy. No, I've done literally... Sorry, suck up to who? Excuse me?
Really? Have you done anything other than suck up to Chud?
Other than suck up to Chud. Personally, don't think I stuck up to Chud. I understand. I built a small career, partly with the help of Chud. However, I don't think I've ever sucked up. Really. I might help him with stuff. I send him like links and shit if I think it'll be good content for him. I'll like, you know, timestamp stuff if I have the timestamps ready and shit. I've done little bits like that. I guess you call that sucking up. But I'm critical of Chud publicly. I argue with Chud on his stream. I've been banned from Chud's Discord on several occasions. I don't know what the sucking up is.
Please, I'm totally fascinated. I'm dying to know what you are. Are you a 30-year-old that still lives with their parents, that tells everybody how to fucking live, that hasn't figured out how to do it on their own? Or are you a teenager that dropped out of high school that tells everybody live because of your political affiliation that somehow gives you some sort of insight on good government?
You're sucking up to Chud, he says, as he waits for the Don-approved take every week. So real.
Please, let me know. Let me know. I am dying to hear it. And I tell you something, I'm water-brained or fucking I'm mind-raped or whatever.
Listen, guys, he said it, not me. He said, I didn't even say it this time.
Doesn't get you around any of those questions. Can you answer one of them?
I don't answer personal questions online. Sorry, Tommy.
I'll be looking forward to it. And I will cover it. So please answer one of those questions. How old are you?
Mm-hmm.
What is your educational background?
26. I don't answer that.
And B, what have you done?
I don't answer that. I
haven't
done anything. I haven't done anything ever.
Which I had to, if you got all your degrees, you ended up in the same place? What a waste of an education. Because I talk to Genie.
I mean,
every
you can
day.
say even if let's say I had like let's imagine a alternate world where I had like I don't know, what's a half decent degree that I might have. I was gonna say physics, but I would never have a physics degree. Let's be serious. So fucking like what's a half decent degree? I could let's imagine a world where I went and got a philosophy degree, okay, and I was thinking about going and doing I don't know a law masters or something, and then this streaming shit kicked off, and I like streaming, and the only reason I wanted to go into anything like that is because I like arguing with people, and I like doing that online. Well, why would I not just stream instead if streaming was making the money? Like, you can say that's a waste of a degree, but ultimately if you get into a position in your life where you're able to get a job that is like ideal for you, that makes like good money, why would you limit yourself to traditional work? I don't know why you would do that.
You're going for your master's, right?
Yeah.
She goes the same.
All
All right, you're in England, correct?
Yes, I'm in the United Kingdom.
You don't sound like.
Midlands.
Hey, Quayman. You don't sound like her. You don't sound like her at all.
Okay.
You sound like a dumb-ass drama tuber that I've been dealing with the last 10 years. Please, show me you're better. I'll concede.
What is better?
Good luck.
Is he still talking? Is he just talking about degrees? Because this Genie girl, I think, is always talking about her fucking degrees and shit. Is he just talking about degrees? I thought he was like anti-elitism. I thought he was against like it was just a piece of paper and all that shit. I thought he was all about like it's just a piece of paper. People from universities don't know shit. Experts don't know anything. MAGA rules, you know, like that. I thought that was his vibe. That's been his vibe the entire fucking time I've been watching him. It's him being like, experts don't know anything. The liberal media is trying to lie to you and tell you that all this data means something, that all this data and scientists know anything about anything. Like that's his perspective I've always gotten. So I don't understand why whenever he's talking about like it's basically whenever he's talking about like libs, because I've heard him do this about Destiny. Did he do this about? I think maybe he said something about this to do with Bo Blacks, and now he's doing it with me. He starts going, "What's your education? What's your education?" It's like it just comes off as very insecure. It comes off like you feel like when someone's disagreeing with your opinion in a way that makes you feel stupid, you have to try and assert some kind of control or power by going into this like traditional education route that you don't ostensibly care about.
I'm pretty sure I have you pegged. Just like you had Bobax pegged with the dress. Good luck!
Aren't you a day trader? That's pretty impressive. No, I considered becoming a day trader as a result of a goal that we reached the other day. Now, I considered that day trading goal that we reached the other day, and I decided, no, I will actually continue being a live streamer as my career. So I actually, with the consideration happened, I decided no. So thanks again, guys, for reaching that donor goal.
High school, drop out of college, just like me, but he knows what good government is.
Tommy.
Yeah. What do you got?
We need a new goal, and I've got an idea.
I need a goal. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, if we reach the goal, I will chug the rest.
Oh, dude, we can't see the money for the stream. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what the chat wants.
And we'll make it cheap. How about that?
Yeah.
I want to
see the total money.
1 hour.
There's about
Genie will chug. You know, it's funny. He's like, "Let's go. I'm done." He didn't sound like you want me done.
No.
Didn't sound like you didn't sound like you were done.
What is he even saying? He's just like stuffing his fat fucking face right now. It's just like such a horrible sight. We're actually gonna zoom in. We're actually gonna be keeping an eye on Tommy Cam for the rest of this, I think, because he's gonna be stuffing his fucking face this whole time, man. You know, he's like drunk. He is pissed, absolutely pissed, and stuffing his fucking face with pizza the whole time. It's absurd.
Come back. Feel free. We haven't even called her.
I forgot to take my stop hating Tommy C pills.
No. Good.
Probably harder to quit, but you know, like, yeah, make me puke. Come on. I probably
It's way
won't,
too late
but
for me.
I
My
will
condition's
try my
terminal.
damnedest to take down this disgusting cider.
You know, saying I'm water brain and stupid and not answering those questions is going to make you look very stupid.
What? Because I didn't want to tell you about my life.
Something tells me you don't got a good answers to any of them.
I think 26 is a good answer.
I've been there. I've done that.
True. That's
It's
exactly
not
how I
to
said it
change
too.
your brain. It's not about changing my brain. It's a mission that I'm done.
Okay, he's saying it's not about changing. I'm trying to get this focused. He's saying it's not about changing his brain, but the whole reason I said that in the clip that he just showed was because right before I said that, Tommy was saying that it's actually a good thing that he's getting a real job because it would make him better, it would make him healthier and better in his brain to interact with people regularly. That was the whole point. That's what I was responding to. So him saying, it's not about changing anything in my brain. It's like you were literally saying it will help your mental health and help you focus on things better, help you see things clearer. That's what you were saying. I was responding to your point with a mocking comment. That was the whole point of the clip. He doesn't have any context. He's just like pissed.
Done?
Well, like, just even looking at his thing, I notice, like, usually the weekends.
Dude,
or,
look
like,
at this. This is
at the time
absolutely
when I'm spending all-
disgusting. Dude.
Well, like, just even looking at his thing, I notice, like, usually the weekends, or like, I think
Oh
time
my
when I'm
God.
spending all my
What
time
is
indoors
going
and not
on?
going out and
What a
walking,
sight.
I feel like absolute crap.
Mm.
So when I do go to university, and because I have to walk to it, and it's about like 15-minute walk to just get straight to the class.
He does streams
Even
after
then-
we do. He does streams after we do, which means he's trying to appeal to an American audience, which means he
Astute
doesn't have a
observation.
fucking job.
Yeah. Or
I'm a streamer.
he's got a remote job that allows flexible hours.
But by the way,
I'm just to be playing double advocate there. because
Right
my
now, it is
boyfriend
11:30 Central European Time. That means it is
10:30 UK
22:30. It is 22:30. It's 22:30 UK. Okay, that's 10 fucking 30. He usually does streams 4 to 3 hours after I do them now. He does not. He either
And this
works.
is-
He works nights, or he doesn't work at all, which means he lives with his parents, and that means Mr. Good Government,
This is flawless
Mr.
logic.
Knows
This is
what the
totally
shit
flawless
doesn't
logic.
know shit. He hasn't learned to take care of himself. Now, I'm sure you come back with your wife. I married a rich chick. You're absolutely right.
Wait, no, I didn't actually come back. I've actually already mentioned the fat wife. You're now bringing the wife up, but yes, this is very true. It is strange for you to attack other people for supposedly living with their parents, as you allege, while yourself not paying for your own home. Your wife, your rich fat wife, is paying for everything, and you've acknowledged that you mooch off of your rich fat wife. Ooh. So I mean, you can sit there and say, "Oh, you're living off your parents. You live off your parents, whatever the fuck. You're living off your wife. You don't pay your own bills. You don't pay your own taxes. That's your wife. Your wife is the breadwinner.
For the move out of your
Your
parents'
wife
home
runs
fund.
everything." Thank you for the $13.99. Someone somewhere. Thank you.
What are you gonna do? You couldn't even do that if you wanted to. I don't know.
Mic drop. Boom.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You look like Beaker.
Beaker.
I mean, you literally
Can't
look
say
like
can't say
Beaker
a
from
K
the
in a
Muppets.
word. So
You
drunk.
have zero personality.
Thank you for the $5.
He hasn't
Ryan
learned to
Walsh.
take care of himself, continues to stuff face and drink.
Thank you for the $5. Hugely appreciated. Yeah, dude, like, just talking crazy when you're in this, like, you're in your wife's funded man cave. The wife-funded man cave of arcade machines and pinball and all this gay shit. In the wife-funded man cave. It's just absolutely absurd. You know what I do when I get money from streaming, Tommy? I build a nice little set that's sole purpose is to aid my business. What do you do when you get a bit of money from streaming, Tommy? You go and buy toys to fill your fucking basement that your wife bought you. You buy toys to fill the basement your wife bought you. And vapes with colourful patterns and fairground lights.
If Destiny's not fucking up, you got nothing going on. I did this for 9 years. I'm done. I'm washed. Everything you had to say. What do you have going on? And what gives you the background to tell people about politics. Or good government or anything?
Yeah, guys, as everyone knows, being in the Iraq War and getting like fucking, I don't know what Tommy had done. Probably getting like.
I meant it's a set, Queeman. Let's not go crazy calling it nice.
Thank you for the $5. I think it's nice. I think it looks fine. Okay, I think it looks totally fine. So stop seething. Okay. What was I saying? You totally threw me off there. About the Iraq War. Yeah, what the fuck does the Iraq War teach you about government or politics? What was fuck being, like, fucking raped in the showers in Iraq, in a US military base in Iraq, teach you about fucking politics? Fuck do you know about taxes from being in Iraq? Seriously. It's, like, totally worthless. I walked Nick Diorio on stage. Who are you? Okay. Thank you for the $2.
You're a drama YouTuber.
Could you please pull up a clip of like Beaker talking, because that is exactly how Queeman is.
I'm dying. I am dying to hear. I am dying to hear your response.
I think you're just dying.
First one.
It's not a good situation
anymore. I am dying to hear it.
I see you're dying.
Beaker.
Pizza is here,
I see that you're dying,
He's
Tommy.
eating it right now.
Closer every day, closer every bottle. Oh, and as I say it,
Welcome again to Muppet Labs,
to an early
where the
grave.
future is being made today.
Yeah, I think we should
Dr.
play
Bunsen
Muppets
Honeydew
clips
here.
as like a hilarious bit. We'll skip through this one, I think. Is he?
The other show, that's for sure.
You do look like Beaker. Nose, neck, hair.
And I gotta be honest with you. The only reason he saw Bobax ahead of time is because he's in that community, in that mindset. Good call.
Yeah, wait, what does that? Wait, I just had that. Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah,
in that community, wait, what does that mean?
Yeah, because you probably know 20 guys with dresses.
Because you know 20 guys with dresses? I know like 3.
Good call. It's your community. It's the type of person that would say,
like 4.
Hey, listen, I tried that. Yeah, it's fun. Tell me, something tells me you had no fun. Am I wrong?
Queen with a chud on screen.
Were you a party animal in London? Did you just like go crazy and you're like, you know what? Enough of all this pussy.
I'm not gonna respond to like shit about where he's trying to fake out information about my life. I don't do that.
Too much.
I've had enough of all these good times. I'm gonna get serious.
No, I've never been drinking ever, Tommy. I've never been drinking. I've never been in a social situation. I'm straight edge. I'm straight edge and have been since I turned 18.
I'm gonna tell people Trump's never gonna win.
Yeah, that's what I said as well. You can go back and look at my coverage. I said Trump would never win. That's what I said, 100%.
You know what you do? Here's what I would do. Oh, wait a minute. You're already doing that. I was going to say repeat everything you hear in the news. Have no insight of yourself. Have no life experience that gives you any kind of insight. Jeez, you
Freeman's actually appearing in the next season of Sun, Sex, and Suspicious Parents, first time drinking.
This is my 9-year-old. If I told him to repeat what you did, he would sound just as good. And everybody would say, he's a genius. He's only 9 years old and saying this.
Wait, okay, so if you got your 9-year-old to say exactly what I say, everyone would think that 9-year-old was a genius? Does that not just say that Is that not just a way of saying that I'm saying like the right thing? It would just be crazy for a 9-year-old to say it. I don't like. What is the insult here? I get what he's going for. I get the point. Is like a 9-year-old could do what you do. Is fundamentally what he's trying to get at. But he's saying that everyone would say the 9-year-old's a genius. Everyone would think it's amazing. Everyone would think that it's like amazingly right, and he's such an amazing 9-year-old. So it's not like the 9-year-old be wrong. Like, if a 9-year-old just started saying like, you know, Nazi talking points, they wouldn't be like, that was a genius 9-year-old, would they?
If my 9-year-old accused me of having malice intent, I would not think he was a genius.
Nice one. Thank you for the $5, Devil Commander Damien. Thank you. What's this in this chat? Fuck. There we go. Tommy, you're a drama channel who constantly talks about politics all the time. Who are you to call out Queeman for doing the same? Oh my god.
Sounded a little disappointed when I was quitting. Sound very disappointed. I suppose Trud's going to say I'm mindfucked now. Even though there's 10,000 streams
like,
on
dude,
me.
just like stressing, like, oh, Chud's going to say I'm mindfucked now. Chud's going to say I'm totally raped because I'm having this drunken meltdown about, I don't even, fuck knows what, to be honest. Just random, just firing off in random directions, seething about me, is what he's doing right now, I think.
And like, what? I don't know, I met him twice.
Well, he stuffs his fucking face, yeah.
You know what? Maybe that's what we might do. Let's check what his next big deal is basically being a refugee from DGG. By the way, I don't like this anymore.
I didn't get that. Was he saying that I'm a refugee from DGG or Chud? Because it kind of makes sense for Chud. It doesn't really make sense for me. I didn't really come from DGG.
He's gonna win. He's gonna win. You know why? Because when people have already realized that's why he's holding 10K a month. The people that are bitching about him are only bitching about him because they want a YouTube career. The people that are bitching about him don't give a two flying fucks about women. I will present your crowd streaming of Kel as evidence of that.
So this is what, guys. So first of all, retarded statement that he thinks I'm going to disagree with. Like I've never said that I thought Destiny was going to have like serious, lasting viewership damage. Like his career was going to be over. I've said that the whole time. People's careers don't end off of stuff like this. Nothing happens online. Nobody's ever taken down. The only person who can stop you is yourself. That's how careers work online. I've said that the whole time, so I don't know why he thinks he's like owning by going, Destiny's gonna win, Destiny's gonna survive this. That means nothing. But then his reasoning is crazy. Destiny's gonna win because none of you really care about women. You're all pretending to care about women, because I pretend to care about women so much. You all pretend to care about women. That's it shows through in your sick abuse of Kinetic Kel. Bro, what? Bro, what? I think I've called Kel a whore in like 2 segments. One of them about her sexting you, and one of them about her meeting up with Colton. I think there's anything out of the ordinary here for the internet, or for this space, or anything. For me, I don't know what he thinks is being revealed about Kel, about a treatment of Kel here. I'm not sure what he thinks is so crazy about this.
She's a fucking... If she wasn't telling people I was sexually assaulting her, then she was a slut. Right, Dickers?
True. Kel, give us the Tommy C rape evidence. Kel, accuse Tommy C of rape right now, otherwise you're a fucking whore. Okay, Kel, give us the Tommy C rape evidence.
She's a fucking...
I'm calling up Kinetic Kel like Trump after the 2020 election. I'm gonna need to find I'm gonna need you to find me a rape from Tommy C when you were about 14. I'm gonna need you to find dick pics from Tommy C. I'm gonna need you to find a few more dick pics from Tommy C from when you were 14. I'm gonna need you to find me some a trove of dick pics from Thomas C from when you were 14.
If she wasn't telling people I was sexually assaulting her, then she was a slut. Right, Dickers? So I never ever have to battle with that. So answer those questions. I bet you won't. I bet you can't. I bet you just call me names, which I'm fine with. I've been called names before. I'll be called names again. How old are you? What is your educational background? And what's the third one? I already forgot it.
Was it? Do you still live with your
Damien.
parents?
Still your parents.
I feel like there was another one, but I feel like that wasn't the third one, but I can't remember it.
Kel might suck. Might be right. Kel's ridiculous, and she
Tommy C does a great Kel mating call.
never should
Okay.
have gotten this part of the community. But here's the thing. She was no good to them as soon as they couldn't use her as somebody who I sexually harassed.
You or Colton? Yeah.
Well,
There were two, like I just said, there are two things people cared about with Kel. Was her having strange sexual interactions with Tommy C, and having strange sexual interactions with Colton. If she's not there's not really much
Do you
interesting
think he
about
would
her.
give
She's
you
not
his
offering those two
definition of
things.
fascism now?
No, to be honest. No. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, if she's not offering either embarrassing sexual details about Colton or embarrassing sexual details about Tommy C, I don't really know why the fuck I would ever talk to Kel. Correct. Yeah.
And then they brought me into the mix too.
And they
which
tried
was
to get
not
you.
good.
Oh, yeah, you can talk about that if you want.
No, what was it? They were trying to
What's that about?
question Kel on me.
Trying to discredit me? There's nothing to discredit. I'm not fucking trying to be taken that seriously. You are.
Age, education, and what he's accomplished.
I'm always,
That's
take me
the-
seriously, guys. Take me
Education,
seriously.
what we accomplish, and why.
Never make fun of myself, ever.
Tommy
Make
C
so-
desperately wants Destiny's BPD pull game. Too bad for him, he's stuck mooching off his fat
Contrary.
wife. I feel bad for her, having to deal with this man-child.
Thank you for the $3 toll.
Oh, here's a fourth. Why should we listen to you? Why should we listen to you about politics?
You don't have
What do
to.
you have? Give it to me.
You literally don't
Let me
have
say
to.
something.
There's no one's making you listen to me about politics, Tommy.
I know
No one's
you're
making you
afraid
do
of getting
that.
fucking shit on by Chud. I don't care one way or another. It doesn't make a difference to me.
What planet is this guy living on?
I won't have to count on
What
this
planet
money.
is this guy
Okay,
living
good
on?
for
I'm
you.
afraid to get shit
Yeah,
on
no.
by Chud. Okay, man.
Much
All right,
longer.
buddy.
So that means I can say whatever I want.
Dude.
Actually, it means when you say something as ridiculous as and autistic and antisocial as that, I can just watch it.
Yeah,
No.
the Tommy, I have to tell you this one, Tommy. The joke that you were playing, that clip you were playing, the joke there was actually that I was deliberately being autistic and antisocial because I don't take myself particularly. We'll move on. It's
I don't
fine.
have to worry about
Never mind.
pissing off Chud or pissing off Nick via Chud. I can just watch you. What are they going to say? I'm going to end you?
Feel free.
It's over.
Skadoosh.
It's over. So what have you accomplished? An argument with me? We'll see. Here's my prediction. You'll get eaten up just like Bobax did.
Yeah, he's like, is he actually thinking about the argument we had? He's actually thinking about the fascism conversation and still seething. No, I do not count that among like whatever notches in the belt or whatever. I don't even count that. I barely. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't get into an actual argument. It like completely stalled like 2 seconds in. Why is it? Why is he like seething about this?
I don't know what it'll be, whether it be your fucking lolly thing. Maybe it's something you didn't say. Because that
Okay,
happens too, by the way. I know all about that. Feed your family.
What online argument you
Right.
consider your crowning achievement? I like the Wicked Supreme one. What online argument? Branawoo. Branawoo. We've been seeing some of your messages, I believe, Bullies. We've been seeing some of them. Branawoo is probably the crowning one. I don't know other than that, though. Not the Zonya one. The Doomer one was good as well. Doomer stuff was good. That Bo Black's calling, obviously classic. I like when you debated Destiny on Kick or Keep, yeah? That happened. Don Lip says, don't tell nobody, but he sanctioned a hit on Tommy. Worrying stuff. Worrying stuff.
We'll see. We'll see if you last. Because you're not actually projecting the person that you actually are. It's just some authority figure you wish you were.
I mean, I don't think I do pretty much portray myself as I am. Unfortunately, I wish there was more playing up going on, frankly. I wish there was more playing up going on.
It's creepy to ask about information. No, it's not creepy if you're telling people how to live, what politics they have.
Come on, calm down.
What's that? I know. I want to.
I bully.
I can see a situation where Cream crashes out. I'm on God.
You're saying it's creepy to ask about personal information like this?
Answer. You can call in here anytime. You know.
Oh yeah, I'll call into your dog shit show that's totally failing. Your thing, man. Anytime.
Anytime. Never gonna get Nick, you kowtowed to, or Willie, who tried to set up ever again. It's just you.
I tried to set Willie up now.
And anybody in Spicy Chat. That's it. And now everybody knows. Who do you think is going to work with you?
What do you think is going to work with you? I'm not looking for people to work with, to be honest, Tommy. Not really looking for people to work with. This is like, I think his mindset's coming through, isn't it? It's like he sees everything as like he needs people around him to be like his value, basically. He needs people who have value around him because he doesn't feel like there's any value in himself. I'm not sitting here worrying. Like, I'm not like waking up every morning being like, oh, am I still okay with Nick? Am I still okay with Chud? Am I still okay with Jay Stook? Like, I'm not waking up every morning thinking that. So I get on with it. And if I fall out one of these people, I mean, that sucks. But it's not like, why would I ever tailor what I'm saying to other people? You know, they're other content. They're doing their own content. I've got my content with my thoughts and my feelings, my beliefs. They've got their content with what they think. I don't know why you would feel the need to try and keep people on side, try and keep people on the team.
Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Let's go. Oh, shit.
You perceive its value as having connections. It's total sheep. That's real.
Absolutely annihilating that.
It's like he raised Nick Diorio is like his only value, basically. He feels like he raised up Nick Diorio like a little baby bird and set him out into YouTube. And Diorio took flight. And now he's awesome. Now he's out there. He's so awesome. He's so far away and so epic. But he still comes back to the nest. He still comes back to the SFTP nest and calls in once in a while. And that's like Tommy's whole value. That's his whole life.
Pizza.
I'm annihilating this shit. He's going to call me fat, so I'm going to get it in my Just swear, I don't like cleaning.
So far, he has consumed 7 slices of pizza. Dude, there's no way you're on the tally.
He's going to call me fat, so I'm going to get it in my
There's no need for me to
Just
call you
swear,
fat.
I don't like cleaning or anything like that. I'm just wondering. It just came up. I don't know. Fuck, what do you care?
I'm just curious why all of a sudden you're mad about this. I don't like Queeby or anything like that. Just wondering, it says below my camera.
Answer the questions. If I'm a water-brained retard, how come you can't answer those questions?
I don't need to ask any personal questions about Tommy to say bad things about him. I can literally operate on the statements and arguments that he makes and call those retarded. I don't know why he thinks he'll win to turn around and go, well, how old are you? How old are you? Were you born before 2000? Were you born when 9/11 happened? Like this sort of like retarded attitude. I just don't. Like if you've got a problem, if you think I'm wrong about politics, if you think I'm stupid about politics, it would be very easy you to go through one of my videos where I talk about politics, find me giving an opinion you disagree with, point out how it's stupid, how it's wrong, and then indicate that, and then you could say, oh, and because Queeman doesn't have this type of life experience, that might explain why he's making such a bad opinion on this. But that's not happening. He's just gesturing towards, well, you're either 19 or 30, and you live with your parents, and you've got no degree, and it's like, okay, what am I supposed to say to that? You're just like, it's just like retarded personal attacks. It's like fishing for personal information so you can try and make more attacks. Like, people do this all the time. They think it's like a slick move to like just press for personal information or like personal details. Like, people do it with relationships a lot or sexual interests. So they'll start pressing. It's like, well, why would I divulge that to you when your intention is so clear? Like, why would I not just say, I don't want to talk about that. I don't talk about that. I'm not telling you about that. Like, what's the point? Like, why would you ever give that? No, argue with what I'm telling you I believe, what my argument is, or we can just not talk about this. That's fine. It doesn't make any sense.
You're the one that's the big commentary guy now. I'm not commentary. I'm a sophisticated.
Larix and Queeman cut each other's hair. Okay, dude.
Really? Okay, what's your background? What have you accomplished? Here, hey, Rain. Go ahead. I will answer it. I promise. I want to know. What's your background? Do you live with your parents?
You got you there.
How
That's
old are
exactly
you?
what you sound like.
Simple
okay.
stuff.
That's what Bunsonian does. Come, Beaker, let's go find a bicycle.
He doesn't even. He's playing the Muppets again. He doesn't even realize where he is. I don't even realize why he played this. He brought up a Muppets thing to mock me and call me Beaker from the Muppets. Now he's just playing it again. But he's already done the bit. He's just forgotten what video he's on. So he hasn't gone back to whatever they were covering before. He's just started playing this again instead by accident. And now he's sitting there taking another fucking swig of his beer, taking another pull of the fucking lager. Look, I had 2 seconds left on the video. And now he's like, what's going on? What's going on? The video stopped. What's going on? Yeah. Muted. Oh my god. We'll just chill here. This is a little awkward. Ong thinks he's cooking. This is taking so long. I just Queeman muted the video. Honestly, let's check. I could have fucked it up. I think I did. I muted it. Dude, I must have pressed M. Dude, we had the other mute. He totally tricked me.
Like so.
Dude, he tricked me. Tommy owned me. I pressed M. I keep doing that. I hit the space bar too vigorously. I pressed the space bar too vigorously with my retarded little flipper like this. I go like that. And I hit the M key. And I muted the video as well as pausing it.
Oh, you were talking about doing
Bicycle pump and pump you back up. Come.
He's a flunky. Well, we want.
I went like that. I flip it. I did the limp wrist.
I know you were talking about doing music videos.
Don't you dare scrub this from the VOD. I wouldn't scrub this from the VOD.
Chud is a bit of a sweeper. Like
after everything, Queeman, you lost.
After everything,
like
Queeman, you lost like this.
Thank you for
Frown.
$5. Thank you.
How so?
Thank you for the $1.99. Wait for it sticker as well. Wait, What you're saying? Chud's a sweeper.
He's a flunky. Well, we like him.
Chud is a bit of a sweeper.
I don't know. I mean, I know you wanted to. You were talking about doing music videos. Sometime. I don't know.
Chud
Do
is a
you
bit
either
of a
like the
sweeper.
UK? Do you mean do I like the UK? Or do you mean do I live in the UK? I both. I like the UK and I live in the UK. I've had a renewed appreciation for my country in the last year, I'd say. It's been a long journey, okay? I used to hate my country. I used to kind of hate my country. And then I saw that Keir Starmer speech and I was like, you know what? My country's not so bad. And then America started going crazy. And now I'm like, wow, my country's awesome. Oh, I freaking love my country. So.
How so? I mean, you guys just say that like it means. How so?
You want us to chat's questions, not Tommy's? Yeah, I respect Chaz more.
Did you clean your room? This is like a weird thing.
That would be a good question.
You know, here's the thing with the sweeping thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been 100% honest that I'm never going to throw my friends under the bus because it makes me look like a rat. Hasn't kept me from being called a sweeper. I bowed out of a few things because, no, I don't want to be considered a rat. I don't want to be in a community where everybody ate each other.
Uh-huh.
Kinetic Kel won't let me smash. I don't know. Call her. Have her call in. Will she let me smash?
Oh my god.
What the?
Have you picked up Blood Meridian?
What the?
Yes. I read the...
Okay, what page are you on?
Kel, run!
The fucking...
Okay. Guys, 2 seconds, okay?
I'm ashamed. I just got a new book Tuesday.
What is it?
It's Sunrise on the Reaping. It's one of the Hunger Games books. It's like a prequel type thing. It's Haymitch's story. 10 out of 10 so far. I'm only like a third of the way through. Ah, it's phenomenal. So good. No, Ruthless Rosalie, I have to encourage. What was it? World Book Day was this month. So you know what? I'm bringing it back here. It's not smut. There's no smut in this. This is for fucking young adults.
Lolly.
No. I'm gonna see what the age range is.
Just keep it to yourself, and it's okay.
It's not. You're horrible.
Just keep it to
Let me
yourself.
find this. Age. It's for ages 12 years and up, okay?
Mhm.
Fuck you. Because it's about the Quarter Quell. I will eventually, but...
What book is it?
It's not smut. It's Sunrise on the Reaping. Look it up if you want. It's a prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy. It's the second prequel they've done. So they did so there's the whole Hunger Games trilogy, which happened in like the 2010s ish, like early 2000s, 2010s, and they had the movies on them. Then in 2020, I want to say it's either 2020 or 2021, Suzanne Collins, the author of the books, published The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is it's kind of like the Joker arc of the main villain of the Hunger Games trilogy, Coriolanus Snow. Then they've done the one that all the fans want is our boy Haymitch.
Wait, I saw this bit too. I've seen this bit. Okay, so he's off topic, right? He's talking about Hunger Games. Jeannie's telling him about Hunger Games.
Absolutely fucking heart-wrenching. You can understand why he's an alcoholic and why he's basically about to die by the end of No, it doesn't suck.
Tommy C made me want to order a pizza, I'm not gonna lie.
Screw you.
I'm not gonna do it though. I'd stop myself.
Let's see.
Haymitch for life. In the Game of Thrones stuff, Stannis Baratheon should be king. Fuck George R.R. Martin for not publishing Winds of Winter yet. It is not kind of gay, Wilbur. It is heart-wrenching. The only thing I will say is Haymitch's love interest is like a pick-me girl.
Yeah, wait, dude, are you just in the vape? I mentioned the vape earlier. Let me quiggle for a bit.
It's very good, because Suzanne Collins has just this phenomenal way of tying in all of her books together. So, Yeah.
Do you read on top of all the shit you have to read for school, which is Latin, which is a pain in the ass?
Yeah, there's Latin. I have to read about.
How good is your
what
Latin
do I
by
have
now?
to
Because
read
it's been
about?
6 months now since you started. You think how good is your Latin?
Like if I look at something, I can more than likely like brute force translate it. I think
you
the
can
biggest
read it.
thing, like the translation part, I'm fine with. It's looking at.
This is
grammar.
brand new. Yeah, she's at Hunger Games right now, live. Not like right now live, but the other night live.
Aspects. So if you were to give me a word
Mhm.
and say like, what type of adjective is adjective?
Oh,
is
yeah,
this?
yeah. But can
I
you
would
say-
be like, fuck this.
Can you say it? Forget that. Can you say it?
I mean, kind of, but because the thing is,
Can
like,
you read it?
Yes, I can read it.
You read it. I believe that.
Yes, I can read it.
Adjective.
The saying it is because it depends on where there's the Macron, and that can be a bit iffy. And then also the way they pronounce their C's, there's no like s is in city. They don't pronounce it like that. It's always like k, like the K sound.
It's a K sound.
So
They haven't developed.
yeah, so that can sometimes.
Those guineas had not developed C yet.
Vodka saying, mind you, he's still thinking about Queeman while this chick talks. There's no way. He's not still thinking about me. There's no way.
And they didn't have fucking.
There's no way. That
they
can't
didn't have V
possibly be true.
or W.
There's no way
Or
he's still.
J.
There's no way that this whole time that she's speaking about the Hunger Games, and he's barely engaging back, barely talking, that he's actually drunkenly shoveling pizza down his fucking ugly gullet and silently seething in his own head about me. There's no way that the whole time she's talking to him, telling him about her interests, what she's up to in her life, he's actually paying zero attention, is instead ruminating about someone half his age calling him gay online.
A. They just substituted I for J and then U for W, or U for V, sorry.
Do they have the same alphabet?
Yeah, minus W, and then technically V and
no
J.
W. Well, the Germans.
But they do.
You know, the Germans V is W, and the German V is F, and the German W is V.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no, they do so.
You think Queeman's got a better education than you?
You think Queeman's got a better education than you? Dude. Oh my god, just any way to get the conversation back. Let's get the conversation back where I want it. This bitch has been talking way too much about what she's interested in. Let's get this conversation back where I want it. Do you think Queeman's got a better degree than you? As he sucks on his very prideful vape here. His very prideful vape.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, it depends.
You think he's a guy that lives with his parents and then regurgitates fucking whatever political party he's affiliated with talking points.
I think part of that, yes.
Dude.
What I would say is if he did go through
Like again, I will go through it. If I ever hear Tommy give a political take, I'll sit there and I'll go, okay, well here's why I think that's wrong. Here's why I think that's stupid. Here's why I think Tommy C is a wretched, despicable traitor to his country who, despite swearing the Pledge of Allegiance probably many, many, many times, saying he would defend his country, saying that the Constitution is country and one nation under God, all this stuff about how amazing America is, how amazing the promise of America is. How he will still betray that and betray all the countries he fought alongside with in Iraq. He will betray all these people. I will explain that, how he's betraying everything that he would usually claim to believe. I would explain that while he gives his political opinion. What does Tommy C do? Tommy C just goes, "Oh well, you're probably stupid. You probably don't have a degree, and you're stupid." That's all he can do. That's all he can do. Makes no sense why anyone would take this seriously, why anyone would even consider this to be worthwhile criticism. I don't know why he thinks this is worthwhile criticism. Yet for some reason, he has chosen to make it. Instead, of simply just going to the YouTube channel known as Naga Queeman. That's right, folks. Naga Queeman. Instead of just going to this YouTube channel called Naga Queeman, which I'm linking in chat right now, where you can actually see a lot of my political opinions. There's a lot of my political opinions are visible on this channel, which he could have gone to and subscribed to if he wanted to find some takes to disagree with and voice disagreement with. So Naga Queeman is the name of that channel.
His like bachelor's degree. It would depend. Like it would depend on grade point average, and it also, to be fair though, it depends on what he did, because I don't know if he did all exams. That could be something where you just memorize shit and just go through.
You know what? We want to make a bet between us.
I don't want to make.
I bet he didn't.
Fine. Okay. Well, the thing is, I don't think he did either. Yeah.
But he watched a lot of video. He watched a lot of Destiny.
It's true. I have watched a lot of Destiny, unfortunately.
Another guy didn't graduate college. No, it is weird that all my friends, and look, I'm not a college graduate. I'm not smart. Like Nick, Masters, you're working on it. All these fucking left-wing political types have nothing. Is it weird?
I mean, like, what is even the point here? Since when do you need a fucking like physics degree to talk about base level politics, like base level policy discussion? It's really like, Tommy, it just requires you to put in a bit of effort in to have like a opinion that vaguely makes sense. You just have to put a little bit of effort in. You have to put a little bit of effort into to learning a few things. You don't need the piece of paper necessarily, Tommy, to just have like layman discussions about things. I don't know why he's so focused on academia. This guy hates academia. He talks about how much of a scam it is. Yet for some reason, the moment it's against his enemies, he has a massive fucking hard-on for degrees and traditional institutions, despite thinking they're like Marxist hellholes that are brainwashing you, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think it is to an extent, but I think it's also like, if I were to do this full time, I probably would, like, if I like, let's say I'll pop off here or whatever.
Yeah.
And had to stop my master's. Like, yeah, I can understand stopping. If I know people who stopped it because they found like.
Another thing. Yeah, I've seen that before too. Like they got another. I knew a guy that was working on his bachelor's, and his business took off, and he just couldn't finish his senior year. He couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. Too busy. Something tells me that's not the case over there. I'd like to find out that I was wrong.
Really? You think that's like an impossible...
I'd love to find out that I was wrong. I would love to know if anybody could make a prediction other than Bobax is wearing a dress, even though it's kind of the same community he's from. It's not the hardest prediction to make. If he could make any other. Any other.
Yeah.
Tommy, hey Candace, I know what you're trying to do. I am totally drunk and totally having a great time, and you're not going to get me to say anything I don't want to say. So you can move on. Miss.
Yeah. The Wendigoon Waco vid did really well. It was like the best performing video on the channel. It might even still be the highest view video on the channel right now. But yeah, it's because it got fed into like Wendigoon's algorithm basically, so it's all Wendigoon fans in the comments. I think the last comment I saw on there was, "I'm from Waco. Take this video down before you still have a chance." Okay, dude. All right, I'll get right on that.
Cower, Frau Cower, should I say?
Oh, hey, come on, hey. It's just winning you back. Come on.
It's probably a dude.
Well, either way, you're winning them back.
Oh, Jesus. I'm definitely not smoking pot tonight. For shizzle.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, you wanted to get drunk, right?
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed this. I've
had a great time.
Who is she, Candace? AKA maybe Queeman.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like fighting ghosts. Pretty sure I was live at this point. No, I don't trust Doxamps. Pretty sure I was live at this point. So the idea that I was running an ult in their chat is just completely deranged. They're literally just fighting total ghosts. It's just like totally retarded.
Acting totally stupid. You're acting. I've been acting retarded for the better part of 9 years.
Wow. Awesome stuff.
Only people that call Bucket of Crabs up and check if their opinion's okay care like that. I never call fucking Craig to see what he thinks. I don't have to.
Who is she? I'm so confused. Oh my god.
Roll in here now. Good. You're next. I'm done. Yeah, that's what Beckett told me. You know that? This is the funniest story ever. Beckett told me the Queen would call them once and was like, "What do you think?" And Beckett was like, "Well, no. What do you think? Like, come to this yourself." And Beckett didn't realize like what he was doing. What are you gonna say? What he was basically saying is like, "What are you going to say?" So I can align with it. Beckett was like, "No."
I don't remember what conversation's being referred to here. I'm immediately skeptical, despite my lack of memory, that there was a conversation in which I asked Beckett for his take so that I could copy it. Based on behaviors of myself and thoughts that I've had that I do remember, I don't know that I could ever fill in a blank where I asked Beckett for his take so that I could align with him. That does not add up to me in my head. Now, I could glance through my DMs at Beckett. I could glance through. It could have been the... Was it the Pixie stuff? Because Beckett's told him this conversation. I'm pretty sure what's being referred to here is when Beckett was leaking the Pixie stuff, he called me and was basically telling me, "Oh yeah, this is happening," a few hours before this video went out. And I was like... I basically asked him, like, what happened? Like, what is the story in the DMs that he's seen? What happened? And Beckett said, "I don't really want to tell you what like anyone's role is because I kind of want you to evaluate the information yourself." And obviously the point of that was he didn't want to prime me to or in favor of or against Erudite, I think, mainly, is the way I've interpreted that. Because that was the main thing in the DMs, I feel like, that was up to interpretation, is whether Erudite was doing the right thing or not. Yeah, nobody told me anything until the video was already going out. So, okay, you don't understand the timeline yet. Let me just explain this. So, Nick calls me and basically says, "I just got fucked by Sunday. Some crazy shit's going to go down tomorrow." And then I had conversations with Beckett and Sunday in like the hours following as it was leading up to the video. So that was it. So I wasn't told anything up until the night before, basically, like 12 hours before the video came out, when Nick was like, I basically asked him, he put up tweets, vague posting about it, and I got the sense that it might be something about the Destiny stuff. So I messaged him, and then I think that's what happened.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah, because he put up those tweets basically being like, "Oh, there's a huge story dropping tomorrow. There's going to be a bunch of people." And like, yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
And you didn't realize it at the time. So Becca was telling me a story like, "Yeah, I told Queeman that he should think on his own and tell and come up with your own ideas and your own thing." And I'm like, "Oh God, Becca, Jesus Christ. You're not realizing what he's doing."
Styler, you gotta rewind, man. He's totally drunk, shoving fucking food down his throat, like seething about me for like an hour.
You don't realize what YouTube is? He's just being safe. Yeah, shocker. Yeah, Becca told me that, by the way. I'm absolutely sure under pressure, of 4 guys, and he'll flip that around 6
I'm
times.
now being,
Well,
I'm being accused of trying to steal Beckett's takes, trying to copy Beckett's takes, so that I can play it safe and not get kicked out of the commentary cabal.
Candace.
That's
here.
what Beckett said.
I'll get you the link.
He was
to
like,
him. We've got somebody who potentially wants to call in, so sorry for.
Like, he's just really drunk.
What
He's
do you
like
think of
really
Beckett?
drunk and
Beckett has
seething.
a job. He may not be the best commentary guy in the world, but if this thing falls flat, it's not really a big deal for him. He just looks dopey, and Verse doesn't like him. I think he can live with that. How long? Are you going 4 hours yet? Okay, 4 hours is enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, Tommy, he sucks.
Wait,
He's the
that
one that
Beaker
told me.
comparison. No, he's
And
saying I'm like
It
Beaker,
was such a funny thing. Like, he's telling me this shit, and he's like, and I told
not Becky.
Quinn, no, look into it yourself. And he did, like, and he's telling me this stuff, and he doesn't even realize.
I thought
what
you're
Quinn's
saying
trying
he
to
is.
do.
He
He's
you're
trying
saying
to play it
he.
safe.
You were saying he as though you're referring to Becky, but no, you're saying he. Well, kind of talking to me, but not talking to me. You used the pronoun. Okay.
Beckett feigns authority when nobody gives him shit. He's not. No, he wasn't. I don't think he was even doing that. He was just telling me his story, like, offhand. I don't.
We've got a caller, Tom.
Parry stole this from me.
We've got Candace here. Yeah, we've got Candace.
Hello, Candace.
Parry stole this delivery from me. You can even go back through Parry's streams, and he says one of his favorite things about me is my delivery. So the idea that this guy isn't just totally skinwalking is absurd. Do not even come in here and try and pretend that I'm taking Parry's speech style. Okay.
Candace,
I
brand
need you
new.
to unmute your mic.
Yeah, dude, he's got the cigar grip on the vape.
Caller, Tommy.
Sure.
We've got Candace here. Yeah, we've got Candace.
Hello, Candace. Candace,
I
brand
need you
new.
to unmute your mic.
On the Pride vape.
Hello, Candace. The account being 3 months old. You gonna tell me how sexy I am?
I don't know. I mean,
Nah, nothing.
completely silent.
Nada.
Oh. We'll see.
Oh, God. 90% of it, Rebecca, is a goddamn Destiny imitation. Candace has a chance.
I can't even see what the chat message was there.
But can't get his or her mic to work.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I can leave.
Candace, aka Marcus's strongest soldier.
Okay, I assumed I was being accused of being a skinwalker there. But no, I'm reading the chat here. So what Tommy's agreeing with here is Rebecca saying Beckett needs to stop hanging around the art commentary community. Beckett tries to come off as an authority on any subject he talks about. Never trust soulless gingers. Lots of people don't like them. He always tries to appeal to authority by him, quote unquote, doing all the research. Comes off smug AF. Jesus, Tommy's got harsh words for Beckett. He's co-signing there.
Lovely.
All right. I just want to, I'll show this and then I'll call it.
Yeah.
Hello,
sure.
Kit. On and off real quick. Oh, here's what I'll do because I do want to go to bed.
Oh, they left. Okay.
All right, they left. Yeah, I think because they know what I was going to do. I was going to show.
Yeah, it's not smug. That's the wrong word for it, 100%. I kind of get what's being said, but it's not
I'm
smug.
shy,
Smug is
sexy,
totally wrong.
I'm shy. That's
Yeah,
what they say.
yeah. You're new. All right. Hello, Kit. On and off real quick. Oh, here's what I'll do because I do want to go to bed. Yeah, I think because they know what I was going to do. I was going to show.
Yeah, it's not smug. That's the wrong word for it, 100%. I kind of get what's being said, but it's not smug. Smug is totally wrong.
All right.
Dude, why does he have the transition time set to be so slow? Have you noticed this? How it like ghosts for ages? Because he's got the transition time set to be so long on his fucking OBS.
I'm shy, sexy. I'm shy. That's what they say.
Yeah. You're new. All right. Tell your boyfriend you're
Calling
leaving.
means you gotta talk. I'm not, no. Yeah, actually, to be fair, though, he has not responded to me since I messaged him. Because his whole thing is, so I was like, yeah, like, it will be all handled and whatnot. And he's like, yeah, but I'm thinking about buying a house. I'm like, it's fucking nothing. If anything, I'll do the whole thing, so I'll do this. And then he sends me a house. I'm like, ooh. And then he says,
Jesus
needs work.
Christ.
And I said, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Fucking. Look, I don't mean to be a douchebag about Billy. How is Beckett a Destiny ripoff? He never did a little kid. First of all, I never said he was Destiny ripoff. I said Queen was checking with other people to see if his stuff was safe. His opinions were safe because he has none of his own, more than likely. And you know what? When you just go
this is
labor,
just like out of everything you can say about me, this is just such a weird attack line. This just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense.
Go team. You might not have too many opinions for yourself. I mean, I've seen it with every fucking side of the aisle. I mean, I've seen right wingers do that too.
You're the most opinionated N-word I know, and I know myself very well.
How is Destiny of Destiny Ray? He never diddled a kid. I don't think Destiny diddled a kid either.
Tommy.
What?
I've been sent this by Candace as a messenger thing. Don't show it on screen.
Yeah, let me see.
I think you may get a kick out of this.
What's that? Sure. What?
I think Candace can clarify. Is one of them Queeman?
I guess.
Or Destiny?
I'm not showing that.
That's why I said don't show it. Good God.
I don't know. I guess it's Queeman without the beaker haircut, jerking off Chud.
Oh, it got cut off. There's a different image now.
Well,
it's not
they're
different.
like making pornographic edits. They're making pornographic gay edits. What is going on? What is going on? What the?
So there.
What is happening in the SFTP server? Pornographic deepfakes, pornographic gay deepfakes of fellow streamers. The SFTP server is making pornographic gay deepfakes of fellow male streamers. What the?
It's nothing that should be on our show.
No, that's why I'm saying that.
No, we can't put that on there. Sorry.
I said
I'm
that
drunk and I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
Go to bed. We do the Patreons and then go.
Do the Pats and we'll call it a day. How about that?
Yes, there you go. Problem solved.
I'm fucking exhausted.
I mean, yeah, beefy stream.
Yeah,
almost
cut the gay deepfake shit. Make something real. Draw some yaoi, okay?
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours is enough for me.
Make some art.
107 members of Patreon, but only 10 of. Oh, I don't know. I think it's less than that actually. More than that. Let's count.
I think it's more.
It's more. We got more than $10 a month, or more than
pledge. Yeah.
More than $10 a month.
More than 10. Yeah, we got more than 10.
Mm.
Active. Yep.
Let me see if I got this pledge. Oatbag Mexon, B, Big and Bones, Blue Jack, Cody Grill, Final Flash, G Man, Little Manly, Nesquik, Not Your Typical Mom, Panic Pond, Taylor D, Tommy C's Cat, Trippy Savage, Winter Gaming, Genie, Picklington.
17.
That's it? 17, really?
17, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, you're 17. You're right. I'm fucking exhausted. I'll see you Monday, sweetie.
Yes, sir.
I will ask. I'll tell your boyfriend I'm not screwing around. I will ask her when the best time.
I have told him.
And by the way, we'll work it.
Boyfriend.
What's best for you. If it doesn't work, we'll make it happen.
Of course. Because I don't know about you, but I'm thinking potentially
Be funny if he
Easter
kicked
break
my
is
ass.
for me.
Be funny if he kicked my ass the first time he saw.
No, he's not the type. He's a teddy bear.
I'm the type to get punched.
Nah.
Yeah, don't say his name though. I don't know anybody look at him up.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not. No.
I don't even know his name.
I mean, he has a very common name, anyways. After you end the stream, I'll tell you. First.
Yo! Isu! Isu, huge thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. Hugely appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you. God damn. The 20 gifted memberships go crazy. Thank you.
First name.
All right. No, don't. So I don't say it by accident.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say it by accident.
I'll be surprised.
Because if you give a name to my feet, because right now he's Jeannie's boyfriend. So if you give him more than that, then it's like.
Yeah, he's just Jeannie's boyfriend. It's longer. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think 14. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jeannie's boyfriend, and I'm pretty sure is the exact same letter. Like not the exact same letters, but the exact same letter number as his full name.
Okay.
Surprisingly,
I don't want to know it.
Yeah.
I want to know it. Introduce me.
I'm not telling you it.
First time.
Yes.
Introduce me when he's here.
Yes.
Wow.
We're gone. Bye.
Awesome stuff happening here. So I hear there's some other stuff. So there's this moment we need to see.
There's like multiple ones. So there's that one. I don't know if you
know
got the
how like in
bagpipe
movies when a villain blows something up, turns around and throws his cape over his shoulder. That's how Ginny showers.
What? I don't get that one.
Oh,
I
I
get.
put my tits over my
Mm.
I got to throw my tits back apparently.
Okay.
Where's
Do
the
you?
other one? Where is Hezekiah? No, I don't. Good lord.
Mm.
Let's see. And
Wife's
there's
got
the
pretty big.
bagpipe one.
Wife's got pretty big
Absolutely
tits, but she's got nothing on you.
Do you want to hear that one again?
Where's
Do
the
you?
other one? Where is Hezekiah? No, I don't. Good lord.
Mm.
Let's see. And
Wife's
there's
got
the
pretty big.
bagpipe one.
Wife's got pretty big
Absolutely
tits, but she's got nothing on you.
My wife's got pretty big tits. She's got nothing on you.
Other one. Where is Hezekiah? No, I don't. Good lord.
Mm.
Let's see. And
Wife's
there's
got
the
pretty big.
bagpipe one.
Wife's got pretty big
Absolutely
tits, but she's got nothing on you.
Wow.
You could donate.
I'm blessed. I could. No, I more than likely will because it is like absolutely a pain in the ass.
Let's try this one.
Well, a pain in the back.
And this one time at band camp, she stuck a straw to his tit and used it as a Scottish bagpipe. What I like.
Tommy claims his wife is fine with all this flirting. I personally, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people who would probably see it slightly differently to just like regular flirting if there were like specific statements of comparison being made between like the wife and other women. Like you've got bigger tits. I prefer your tits to my wife's, or you've got bigger tits to my wife. My wife's tits are pretty good, but yours are better. That sort of thing. I can imagine a lot of women taking issue with that. Personally, I can just imagine that. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know what his marriage is like. But personally, if I know if I were in a position where I was like rich and I married someone and I allowed them to be just like a substance abusing layabout, like waste of space fucking loser, sitting on the internet all day making $50 a week, I would be upset if they were going on the internet and making comparisons between me and other potential partners. No, we won't say potential partner because it's probably not potential, but another person, you know. That personally, I would find that quite annoying. I would find that annoying if I were in that position, me personally.
Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck, Kite? Oh my god.
Mm. You know, we have a code because of this AI thing. Like we started it 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When this stuff started getting common, like between whether it's me or not.
Yeah.
Tommy knows it. But here's the problem. I just remembered it now. I keep forgetting the fucking code myself. So if you can say what's the code anytime. But I keep forgetting. I just remembered it now. I always have to ask Tommy what the code is. I gave him this big lecture. I'm like, it's really important. If anybody ever says this, that, or the other thing, and it sounds exactly like me, and you're sure as hell it's me, just say, Daddy, what's the code? It's okay. If I get offended, you know it's not me. And then I said, Tommy, I was like a year ago, I was like, what's the code? I forgot it. And they both got mad at me. What am I drinking? A hell, as they call it, or a basement beer, something like that. It's not quite a...
Wow, that's awesome stuff, really. Excellent stuff.